Welcome back everyone to another episode of Sneaker Updates. This will be Sneaker Updates number 88. If you happen to be new here, feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications. This way you stay 100% updated on every hype sneaker. Essentially, in this series, we go over the most hype sneakers that received updates throughout the week. For example, some of those may potentially include some Jordans, Yeezys, and more. But with that short little intro out of the way, why don't we jump right into the first update. Kicking it off for today, we have some incredible news, especially for those of you who have been collecting for a couple of years now. The Yeezy 350 V2 Oreo will finally be making its return since their initial release back in 2016. This is a complete re-release, new production, not restocked pairs from 2016. They will have the new retail of $230, however. You could still expect these to, of course, be profitable with a great margin, especially in larger sizes 10 and up. Of course, if you do have your 2016 pairs still, you'll likely want to sell those before the market dips even further. Now, in addition to this great news in itself, it also foreshadows that we will likely be seeing more striped 350 colorways on the way, as we've already seen the dazzling blue Yeezy 350. And this is amazing for both collectors and resellers, as many people simply love the eye-catching iconic Yeezy design of the stripe, in addition to the fact that striped Yeezys in general often end up being more profitable than those without. So don't be surprised if we do end up seeing more Yeezy 350 stripe colorways come out in the near future. In fact, one of those supposed to be coming back soon is the Yeezy 350 red stripe, which many people love, including myself, according to Yeezy Mafia. There is no date on those at the moment, but they are set for spring, so most likely we'll see these in April or May, which is just around the corner. Moving on to other Yeezy updates. Now for the 5th, what the US and EU will finally be getting is the return of the Yeezy 700 V2 Static. Although 700 retail has dropped to $240, unfortunately, these will maintain their old retail of $300. Because of this, it leaves very little room for profit, although I do still expect some small profit with a poor margin, primarily if you have no tax. Nothing great though. As for the other Yeezy releases we have discussed, they all seem to be confirmed, aside from the Yeezy 350 MX Frozen Ice, which appears to unfortunately be delayed until after March. And lastly for Yeezys, it looks like the Yeezy 350 Pure Oat will be dropping on March 21st now for $230. As mentioned in the release video, contrary to striped Yeezys, I'd only expect small profit with a subpar margin on these, primarily on larger sizes. Now, prior to moving on to Jordans, just a quick update on sneakers passes. They will now officially be switching to a draw-like method, rather than the usual first come first serve, which sells out near instantly as we're all used to. Of course, it'll still be extremely hard to comp regardless, due to the very limited quantities that sneakers passes have for in-store, but now it will be in the format of a draw or Leo drop, where you will have a sufficient time to enter, and thus everyone who enters will have an equivalent chance. They may also be soon removing the 15-minute warning that we're so used to seeing, but I'm not sure how long it will take for this to take effect, so I'll keep you guys updated as usual, of course. And lastly, before moving on to Jordan updates, I gotta tell you guys about today's sponsor, NordVPN. As sneaker collectors and resellers, we're surfing the web a lot. Not only that, but we're clicking a lot of random links that people send us, especially over Discord. Some of those random links might not be so safe, unfortunately. Meanwhile, it's our instinct as resellers to often click links without even examining the domain first, just to be as fast as possible, even though this is a rather unsafe practice. And that's exactly why it's so crucial to use a VPN like NordVPN to keep you safe while you browse anonymously, maintaining a private location and ensuring all of your data remains fully encrypted. Furthermore, if you've ever noticed that you are unable to access certain media in certain countries, you can change that with one single click by changing your IP address in NordVPN. NordVPN has thousands of servers worldwide on top of that, so you'll never have to worry about it affecting your speed at all, no matter where you are in the world. On top of that as well, they also have free Apple and Android app access that come with your account to ensure you're always encrypted even while on the go. You can't always trust that coffee shop network. So check out my link in the description below at nordvpn.com/KeithAdam and use coupon code KeithAdam to get 1 month completely free on your 2-year plan and a massive discount. So whether you're trying to watch media that's typically unavailable in your country or simply trying to protect your privacy when clicking random links, make sure to try out NordVPN with my link and coupon code KeithAdam in the description below. But now, moving on to Jordans, first of all, according to the spokesman in the recent sneakers live stream, it looks like the Jordan 6 UNC will not be dropping again on Nike sneakers. Hence, it makes sense why they're still not loaded. If you guys don't know, these already released 70,000 pairs of which through a shock drop just a few days ago. Those of you who do follow me on Twitter got the notification instantly since I was already prepared to tweet it out as usual, of course, so make sure you are following if you have not already. And of course, all Endurance members did have access to all of the early information, so be sure to follow the Endurance Twitter if you're interested in restocks. Moving on though, the Jordan 3 Fire Red is now confirmed to be making its return on August 6th with the OG Nike Air on the back that we all love. Definitely a drop to look forward to. Then we also got in-hand images courtesy of Shaggy Preem for the Jordan 1 Women's Denim, which will be dropping in June for $170. Now moving on from those, I do have some bad news unfortunately. The Jordan 4 Infrared has been delayed again to June 24th for $200. Man, I really can't wait for these. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a huge fan personally. They remind me of that same vibe that the green glow Jordan 4s have, although of course the green is now replaced by the infrared, and personally I think this was very well executed. Let me know your thoughts. Finally, for Jordans though, the Jordan 8 Roy Hashimura has been confirmed for March 24th for $225, and if you did watch my sneakers to resell in March video, you already know this. Despite the high retail, I do still feel that these have potential for profitability, although I'm only expecting a subpar margin due to, of course, that high retail. Let me know what you guys think about these. Although I don't personally like 8s, I think that this was a really well executed colorway. With Jordans out of the way though, now moving on to some miscellaneous sneakers. First of all, the Sacai Vaporwaffle in both white and black gum are set to release on March 10th. In fact, just recently they did load on sneakers as well. Although I do expect these to be profitable with a good margin, don't expect these inflated pre-sale prices to last, of course. Then we got our first in-hand look at the Dunk Low Setsubun courtesy of Diecell 666. These are supposed to be dropping closer to summer for $110. Then we also saw official images load for the Dunk Low Sun Club, which also drops this summer for $110. Moving on from those though, it looks like we will be seeing the Wabi Sabi Air Max release on March 26th, Air Max Day, for $160. But now in more recent news for Air Max, the Air Max Mellow Pack will start dropping via Concepts on March 5th. Now, I'm actually not sure when I'm uploading this video, so this might actually be after March 5th, but regardless, you'll probably see me tweet about this anyway. But anyway, although I'm not the biggest fan of these personally, I do believe that this was a very well executed pack. The goal was to illustrate the culture and vibe of the 60s, and I really do think that they nailed it with these 3 different colorways: the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday. The guitar pick was definitely a very nice touch on these. I gotta hand it to Nike for that. They will probably get a lot of hate, but if you look at it from the perspective of what they were really trying to accomplish with this collaboration, I really do think that they did come out well. In terms of profitability though, I'd expect something along the lines of what we saw on the Para Air Max collabs, which did allow for profitability primarily in larger sizes 10 and up, with a decent to good margin. Nothing too crazy though. Anyway, that will conclude it for today though. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed, or perhaps if you learned a thing or two. Also, check out my link in the description below at nordvpn.com/KeithAdam and use coupon code KeithAdam to get 1 month free on your 2-year plan and a massive discount on NordVPN to ensure you stay safe and anonymous while perusing the internet. Subscribe and enable post notifications. This way you stay 100% updated on all hyped releases. Also, feel free to check out the other links in the description below for reliable, fast, residential proxies and pre-verified Nike sneakers or Adidas accounts. Also, feel free to follow Endurance at Twitter for updates on restocks or key giveaways, and the same goes for Gargantua if you want to keep up with the progress or restocks. Last but not least, make sure to follow KeithAdam10 and also Personals for You. This way you guys stay updated on all urgent info like I was discussing today. With that though, I will see you guys later. Have a fantastic rest of your day.